When a man is experiencing a lot of romantic fantasies, he thinks to himself, "Oh my gosh, I can't wait to have a girl so I could just like take her to a nice cafe or take her to a cool bar or pub or restaurant or we gonna go on a cool vacation, a cool trip." Romantic fantasies, not sexual, not intimate, but sort of romantic fantasies about her being his companion. Uh, there's a lot of problems with that. It's a sign that he's actually missing a lot of fundamental things in his life, and it's pretty much a 0% chance that's going to work out the way he wants it to work out. He's not going to be able to find success in the dating world. And why is that? Well, one, companionship, going on dates, romantic evenings, romantic outings, or moments. It could just be, cooking together in the kitchen or having coffee together, whatever the case may be. You could be doing that now. You don't need an attractive woman or woman that you're sleeping with or you're intimate with to do that. You can do that by yourself. You can do that with a male friend. You can do that with a female friend you're not attracted to. Coworkers, colleagues, acquaintances, friends. Uh, you can be part of a club. You can be part of a church, a hobby group, extended family, close family. There are a million different people you could be doing that with. And so it shows a poverty of relationships, a sort of social poverty that the man needs to fix first before he could even think about dating or relationships in the romantic or sexual sense. Or he can do it by himself. Some men are just, they enjoy doing things by themselves and they don't necessarily need a companion at all to do these things with. I mean, I like spending time by myself, so I can relate to that. But clearly, he is experiencing some degree of social unfulfillment, and once he has that mentality, he's going to put way too much pressure on. Once he's attracted to a woman and wants to take her out and spend time with her, he's going to put way too much pressure on her. She's going to sense that poverty on him, that lack uh, in him psychologically. It's going to kind of emanate from him energetically, um, almost from the get. I mean, from the moment he asks her out, it's going to come out of him. She could sense it, she could feel it. And it's not going to work out the way he wants it to work out. And the reality is that dynamic exists not just from the moment you ask a girl out. That dynamic happens through the entirety of your life. It's pretty common, unfortunately, that men they date, they get into a relationship, and maybe within a few weeks, maybe a few months, within a few years, but at some point he starts to let go of his other relationships. A big sign is when he stops hanging out with his guy friends. Is a is pretty much the sign that the woman has become psychologically dominant in the man's mind, and he goes, "Oh, I don't need to see my guy friends. I already have her. I could just hang out with her. I could watch TV with her. I can eat dinner with her. I can go out drinking with her, so on and so forth." And it's sort of the long road to um, relationship problems. Once that happens, again, it will be the same problem as if you run up to a woman and ask her out, and she can sense that kind of neediness or that social poverty on you. Once that happens, even if you're in a long-term relationship, married, whatever the case may be, she's gonna be repulsed by you. She's gonna be frustrated with you. She can't be your one in everything. She just can't. It's an unhealthy dynamic. Um, it's an impossible expectation. It's not. It's an unfair expectation, right? No one single person, man or woman, could be someone else's everything. And so you have to maintain that sort of wider social network throughout your life, at least to some degree. Again, you could, you know, some people just need one best friend. Some people could be by themselves, whatever the case may be. Some people need a huge network. That's fine. It depends on your personality. But that is key. And when you, sometimes you have to think back of like, oh, but like, I went on this vacation with this woman and it was so amazing. It was so great. Or went on this date and it was like just way more, so fun, so exciting, so this, that, and the third. And it's like, well, you have to think about it like this. Like, I could think of this one first date I had with a woman, and it really sticks out in my mind. It was a lot of fun. It was very exciting. It's the first time meeting her in person. We went to this bar, then we went to another bar, then we walked around town, we checked out the shops, and we joked and we laughed. The banter was great, and all these things. But truth be told, if I had gone out with just a friend, maybe it's a female friend I wasn't attracted to, or a male friend, or whatever the case may be, it would have been the same experience, right? The only real true difference is that, well, with her, it was like there's an underlying sort of sexual attraction, right? There's a sexual tension that sort of charged, uh, that underlying sexual energy sort of emotionally, energetically charged the evening, right? So that's why it's kind of that memory is elevated in my mind. But I've had plenty of great evenings with, this friend, that friend, whatever the case may be. And if anything, the companionship and the banter and the conversation is probably much better, much deeper, more varied, right? If I'm being really objective, right, and I think about the actual conversation, it was probably quite shallow for the most part. I mean, probably like didn't really have that much variety. I have much deeper conversations with male friends all the time, much better, much deeper. Could hit any topic, whatever the case may be. Or with a woman that I'm attracted to, it's always going to be limited. I think it's just some of it's the differences between men and women, and some of it is just, if you're attracted to them, it's going to be a degree of perhaps holding back a little and not trying to hit controversial topics, whatever the case may be. So you have to be honest with yourself. You have to be objective. Um, is the desire to have romantic experiences really grounded in, I just want to have great conversation, great banter? I mean, be honest with yourself. No, you can have great conversation, and you probably do have great conversation with male friends and others all the time, right? You have cool experiences, hopefully, quite often. You do cool things. You just don't see it the same because there's just isn't that underlying sexual charge, and that's fine. But you can't experience that all the time. You're not going to experience that sort of sexual energy all the time. That waxes and wanes, even when you're with a beautiful woman. And if anything, it sort of wanes more, kind of disappears more the more time you spend with her anyways. So the more you kind of seek it out or try to um you know a common thing is like a guy's dating a woman and it's going really well, and there's all that kind of sexual chemistry or whatever you want to call it. And it's like, oh, I just want this all the time, let's move in together, let's spend all our time together, da 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 da. It's like no one exists in that space energetically all the time. It's just not possible. And actually, the more you spend time with each other, the more you sort of kill it. You kill that attraction. You kill that chemistry. So you actually have to be quite protective of it, and you actually have to almost spend less time with them, or at least be very strategic with the time you spend with them, in order to protect that energy. So that's when I say, when I hear a guy goes, oh, I can't wait to. He's clearly having all these romantic fantasies about a woman he could be with, and it's like, it's already something missing. You need to focus on that first, really.